All eyes remain on ICE as mass deportation efforts continue to ramp up across the country. Here in Maryland, lawmakers debated a new bill that would increase cooperation with ICE within local jails, prisons, and detention centers this week. Proponents call it a common sense public safety measure, while critics argue it puts constitutional rights at risk. With no state policy in place, ICE compliance varies by each Maryland county. Following the arrest of Rachel Marin's alleged killer, Victor Martinez Hernandez, an undocumented immigrant from El Salvador, Maryland's ICE Director Matthew Elliston says most jurisdictions have agreed to honor ICE detainers, but not all.
It doesn't matter what the case is. There's no exemption for, pedophiles or rapists or murderers. It's a zero tolerance policy for working with us.
In Howard and Prince George's County, sanctuary policies prohibit any local cooperation with ICE agents, no matter the crime committed. Policies in line with new guidance from Maryland's Attorney General, noting detainers, quote, are requests only. Local officers are not obligated to honor them and, in fact, risk violating constitutional rights by doing so. But a new bill aims to change that request to a requirement.
The only documentation they have in this country is their arrest record.
Senator William Folden introducing the Protecting Marylanders from Violent Offenders Act of 2025. The bill would mandate all Maryland correctional facilities turn over inmates to ICE if the non-citizen is suspected of or is engaged in terrorism, convicted of a crime involving gang activity, or is convicted of an aggravated felony.
It's only for the most violent offenders. Let's be very clear on that. This isn't about trying to turn any community members against each other. This is about keeping our community safe from these repeat violent offenders that some jurisdictions keep putting back out into the community, and that's not safe for anyone.
However, during a hearing before the Judicial Proceedings Committee, concerns and questions raised having very little to do with the bill.
Just a few days ago, in Baltimore County, it was reported about a young student at Franklin High School who said he was stopped by ICE. And would you mind speaking to that?
Yeah, absolutely. So that didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
Yeah, that did not happen. My internal investigations is going out to interview him about it. The one thing that I hope for, I don't want to say I hope for this. What I'll say is there is a possibility that it was an imposter.
Ultimately, lawmakers not deciding to advance or kill the legislation. But across the state, immigration debate will undoubtedly continue.